Hey everyone, want to record a short video going through all the highlights of Epoch 12. So again, as per Epoch 11, we're going to be summarizing all of the highlights for the Epoch in a more digestible way, so you guys can kind of consume this information and prepare questions for the EMA that's going to be happening in a couple of hours. So if we dive right into the numbers for trading metrics, trading volume increased by $10 million to $32 billion in Epoch 12. So that's roughly a 45% increase. Average daily volume increased to $1.16 billion by $340 million, so roughly a 41% increase. Ending open interest increased to $417 million, so that's roughly a 43% increase by $126 million. Fees paid increased from $5.8 million to $7.8 million in Epoch 12. So this $2 million increase is roughly 34.5% increase. And for ending total value locked, that however decreased from Epoch 11 to 12 to about $378 million, and that is roughly a 22% decrease. If we look at the net deposits and withdrawals into the protocol, Epoch 12 still saw a net withdrawal from all active users. So we saw an active withdrawal of $12 million out of the platform. That's it. It's kind of like an improvement from Epoch 11, where we had $22 million withdrew. So that's roughly a 45% increase in funds that actually stayed on the platform. For unique depositors, we've had a slight increase by 7.8%. So we saw 3,802 unique depositors for Epoch 12. As for active traders, that remain relatively consistent at roughly 10,000 unique addresses that have traded on the DYDX platform. As for rewards metrics goes, we've saw 8,600 unique wallets earn 5.8 million DYDX through trading, LP, and staking rewards. So 56,000 unique wallets previously earned rewards from retroactive trading and liquidity mining rewards. And for LP rewards, 60 addresses actually were eligible for LP rewards in Epoch 12. So we saw competition in the pool increase from Epoch 11, where only 50 addresses were eligible for LP rewards. And again, like the threshold to meet is 0.25% of total maker volume. So we saw 60 addresses actually accomplish that for Epoch 12, where we have 38 existing market makers and 22 new market makers actually make more than 0.25% of all maker volume, and they will be eligible for LP rewards in Epoch 13. On the liquidity module side of things, we have 100 million USDC staked across 627 users. So this is actually a 33% decrease from 152 million to 100 million in Epoch 11. So we saw a $50 million decrease. And at the start of Epoch 12, only 77 million are actually actively being staked and earning rewards. So this can be largely attributed to discussions around winding down the borrowing pool, which has passed the Snapshot Vote. So we did see addresses consistently withdrawing funds out of the liquidity module. So nothing alarming there. And from the borrowing perspective, we have 3 market makers borrowing 22 million out of the staking pool. 2 market makers borrowed a total of 110,000, while 1 market maker has borrowed over 32 million USDC, as you can kind of see here. On the safety module side of things, we have 35.4 million DYDX staked across 3,043 users to the safety module. So this is an increase from Epoch 11, where only 34.5 million DYDX was staked. So we saw an additional 900,000 DYDX staked, and the top 2 stakers account for over 33% of all staked DYDX. Supply metrics: 12.44% of all of DYDX supply, excluding any unearned retroactive rewards, is considered liquid at the end of Epoch 12. And if you hold any tokens but have no time to review proposal, or guess it's too expensive, or you don't have enough information about potential delegates, you can consider delegating our proposing power or your voting power to one of our 20 endorsed delegates. So we've actually seen 2 more new endorsed delegates be onboarded. So you can kind of consider delegating your voting power and proposing power to all these endorsed delegates. Now over to governance. We've had 1 on-chain DIP for Epoch 12, right? So Reverie launched a DIP to launch DYDX Grants version 1.5. And in the on-chain DIP created, the community unanimously voted in favor to transfer an additional 5.5 million. That equates to roughly 2.58 million DYDX to the grants multisig. to launch DGP version 1.5 for 6 months, leading up to DYDX V4, which is going to be launched at the end of the year. So from metrics perspective, 219 addresses voted to launch grants version 1.5 with 28 million DYDX. So again, this follows up the snapshot poll to launch the DGP version 1.5, which ended on July 16 with near unanimous support from the DYDX community. For snapshot polls, we've had Serenity Capital release one proposing to simplify trading rewards to W equals to fees, so significantly simplifying it, and have 25% of all trading rewards be sent back to the treasury. So this poll ended with support from the community on August the 1st, where 23 million DYDX and staked DYDX from 532 voters voted to simplify their trading rewards and to reduce the trading rewards by 25%. Right, so as next steps, the changes to the trading rewards do not require an on-chain vote, and they will be implemented by DYDX trading in Epoch 13. As for the reduction of rewards, that requires an on-chain vote, and this would fall under a short time lock, which requires 5 million DYDX to propose the on-chain DIP. So we do have a couple of snapshot votes which were passed. We have two, so the listing of 15 new assets as well as the winding down of the borrowing pool. So the next steps is for the community, should it desire to complete an off-chain DIP. And for both DIPs, it will require 5 million DYDX to submit the proposal, 20 million DYDX minimum quorum to be met, and a 5 million DYDX yes-no vote differential. So moving on to some of the forum discussions on the DRC side, TrueFi actually posted a DRC which proposed restarting the DYDX market maker lending program and more efficiently onboarding new borrowers. So it proposes to launch automated lines of credit for each borrower, and this kind of brings higher capital utilization and improved liquidity for lenders, better rewards distribution to productive market makers, and credit diligence for borrowers administered by TrueFi. Another DRC posted by Serenity Capital proposed to improve the LP rewards formula. So they are proposing to square the spread term in the LP formula, adjust weights as such for non-BTC and ETH markets, and adjust weights as such for BTC and ETH markets which are more mature. So you can view more about, you can look into the discussion by clicking this link here. As for other active discussions, Stark will actually post a discussion improving the current rewards mechanics to increase and encourage greater trader engagement by adding one staked USDC pool for use as an Epoch reward credit line. Alucard posted a discussion which proposed the creation of a self-managed community treasury multisig for the purpose of promoting the Hedgie ecosystem. DeFi CCWH posted a discussion on potential partnership with Hummingbot to improve and democratize the process of providing liquidity. The foundation started a discussion about the adoption of a set of values that are common to the entire DYDX ecosystem. And 0x CLR posted a discussion on a comprehensive risk management framework for all markets. As for hedgies, the foundation announced that 9 out of the DYDX Foundation's 205 hedgies have found new homes with DYDX community members, and you can read more about the distribution by clicking this link here. And on the administrative side of things, Epoch 13 started on August the 2nd at 3 p.m. UTC and ends on August 30th at 3 p.m. UTC. Epoch 12 ended on August 2nd, 2022 at 3 p.m. UTC. And rewards will be claimable by this link here on August 9th at 6:39 UTC. So that's a 7-day delay and a 3-hour delay post the end of the epoch. And once the tokens have been claimed, they can be transferred, staked to the safety module, or delegated to DYDX governance. So we hope you found this helpful for a conclusion of Epoch 12 highlights, and we look forward to seeing you at the AMA. Thank you.